Howdy, chaps. Right. So, more blueprints, because we're kind of on a roll. Let's go straight into it, I guess. Oh, absolutely no music. Professional streamer. Let's go. Right. Yeah, so I haven't actually updated my notes for the last 3 streams, so I need to actually go back back through the VODs and take screenshots of all the things we've seen, like various books and things like that. The main source of information I'm looking for is the book about like sigils and stuff in the bookshop. So we need to get that. Then there's so many Sanctum keys that I keep forgetting about, like the music room one and the room 46 key. I literally picked it up, went, yay, we've got one, and then completely forgot I had it and restarted the day. So I've done that twice now. One of them I didn't have enough steps to use it. The other one I had like more steps than I started with. And I should have just gone and used the key. Weights room, we did a lot of work with the power hammer. That was great. And the weights room is the only obvious one to do. We could do a school run to get to grade 8 still and beyond. And the higher admin password still eludes us. I think we could probably guess it if we, you know, just sat at a computer for a bit. So we'll go spawn the outside room like we normally do and see what we get. But yes, I'm really annoyed at myself for just forgetting I had Sanctum keys and just stop restarting the day. Did you manage to get the other plugs? Plugs? I don't... What plugs? Spark plug thingies. When were we doing that? I'm not sure what you're on about, Beck. Oh, the chips. No, that still eludes us. We still need one more of those. I'm sure it's hiding in plain sight, but I haven't actually come across any sort of clue for that yet. Or at least not that I know of. Let's go with... the root cellar. Don't know why I always step in here. There's no items to pick up. If you don't already have a spade. Which one did we find? We found the one in the entrance hall. We smashed the vase and it was in there. Which makes me think the library has something to do with it, because the security camera footage showed the vase and a guy putting it on the shelf. And then the other clue was a picture of the library and looking at 2 books, but I couldn't really figure out what it was trying to tell me. Let's go with... we also think that we might need to wait until 1 o'clock again in the clock tower, if we find the clock tower. We need to start also getting our stars back up, because we spent a lot of stars, like a lot of stars, trying to spawn a room which didn't work out for us. What are we after? necessarily after the power hammer anymore. That's not a huge priority. Drafting studio I need to make more of a like a rarer thing now, because we've got everything we can from it. Or at least as far as I know. So at least make it slightly rarer than it is now. Ooh, that's a lot of dead ends. Hopefully we get a spade in the attic and we can... Yes. We can take note. Oh, yeah. So the battery pack and a broken handle. Meaning if we get the... What is it called? The laundry place. We can maybe crack a hole in the floor there. There's lots of little things to do. I actually can't wait to be done with this, so I can actually look up like people's videos and YouTube and stuff about what's going on. I mean, I had the same fun with Outer Wilds once I was done with Outer Wilds. Just going to run back and the dirt piles. Because I'm sure there's some fanatic who has said, like, here is every room and every clue in every room. And then break it all down, which would be lovely, but I'd rather obviously finish the Sanctum. I think the Sanctum is like the end goal now. Well, the workshop we'll need if we want to do the jackhammer, which we do want to do because I think that will make what we dig up more valuable. Alright, Tibbs. Sweet. Okay. Ooh, nice. Yeah. So yeah, do remind me. Oh, and a regular hammer. Sweet. Wow. Everything's coming up Millhouse as far as items are concerned. Usually it takes forever. It's the bloody weights room. If we waited half a second and made a jackhammer instead, we could have done the weights room thing. What are the odds? Oh well, if we can get the laundry room and get used with it there. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. I mean, that's kind of how I feel, but I hope it actually does have a nice end. So you can actually, you know, get some closure from this bloody house. Let's go with... We've only got 2 diamonds, so I don't really want to lose half my steps yet. There we go. Ow, got no diamonds. Let's go with... Very cool. Got 5 keys, so I might get some diamonds. Some of which the most useless room. Ah, the second most useless room. Let's use that. We will parlor. Leave that stuff there for a moment. I'm actually looking for diamonds, so kind of, yeah. Yeah, no. That's good while we've got a spade. So we'll unlock doors as we go. Oh, pet the dog. Ooh. Yes. Let's go back down to passage and yeah, do the lower rooms first. Yeah, do that and maybe get laundry by doing the shops. They are not the ones I wanted. Yes. So. Oh. File cabinet key. Oh, we've done this before. I think, yeah, the filing cabinet key. Did I not note this down? The last time I did a X marks the spot one, it stayed there. Did I do this before? Yeah, because the filing cabinet was then in the archive. I have done this before. That makes it even more annoying. I thought, because last time I wandered through here, that hole wasn't there. But on the patio, it stayed there. You did the one near the barbecue, not this one? Oh, does that mean there's 2 filing cabinets? Interesting. But then no, I'm pretty sure the filing cabinet is then hinted at in the aquarium. I'm not sure. I think you've got that wrong. I think... Should we go see what money we can spend? Swap coins for diamonds. We'd have 100. Put diamonds for keys. We just get a shit ton of diamonds. No, because we're trying to find, if we get the library, I want to buy a book. Yeah, no, I think you've got that wrong. I think we have done this. Look at that. None of them are the ones we want. Oh, we could do that furnace and get more red rooms. If we want to be sure. On the way to the pantry. Archive. See, the one that was looking at was this one, unless it's another drawer in the same cabinet, because that's the one we saw with the birth certificate. Which, okay, cool. I'm happy now then. Oh right. Oh my god, lots of reading incoming. 1886, Reddington Herald. Peace. Terms of surrender have been accepted. The red flags flying over the capital was a bittersweet sight of comfort for many of this realm's war-weary citizens. After 22 years, peace had come at last. We, the staff of Reddington Herald, join all of the citizens of Reddington in welcoming this new era of peace, and formally retract and disavow all prior printed support of House Distillates, the previous ruling family. Oh, right. So the newspaper's like basically turned on a coin and been like, "Yep, we're with you now." Royals flee in defeat. For shame! Oh, how cowardly coattails in our most terrifying hour we clung, and in yours you ran. In this first public address since the end of the war, the victorious leader of the Fen army, General Teskin, did not express much sympathy for his fallen enemy. The royal family departure was not unexpected, as rumoured of their plans to flee to the neighbouring realm of Eraja had been circulating even before war's end. However, the suddenness of their departure has left many of their supporters feeling abandoned. It is a disgrace, a betrayal of the people and they swore to protect. They have fled to foreign lands seeking comfort and refuge while their people suffer and struggle to rebuild. This is not the kind of leadership we need. We need leaders who will stand with us in times of adversity, who will not abandon us when we are afraid and at our most vulnerable. God, how much of this is there? December 9th, 1924. The Suez princess born in exile. In the 4 decades since the end of the war, little news has reached our news desk regarding the former royals, whose life in exile has remained a quiet source of speculation and mystery. Prince Rolf and the grandson of Distilleries IV broke the silence on Tuesday when he announced the birth of his daughter, the Princess Kathleen J. whatever, who is keeping with Iranja traditions, was endowed with her mother's surname. So close supporters of the exiled family are of course concerned, as the public announcement displays a notable shift in conduct for the royals and set their stage for the family to exit private life and return once again to public sphere. A change that would undoubtedly stir up long buried alliances and unrest in our realm. January the 11th, 1929. Treason rise on the southern border. The Crown's recent decision to dismantle the realm's remaining railways has caused increasing tension with our southern neighbours, Eraja, who has for many generations relied on our realm's rail tracks for northern passage to Arch Eris. The ensuing round of trade negotiations with Eraja, which were conducted with reckless care and little diplomacy, have, to the surprise of no one, ended in an impasse. Early reports have alluded that, in addition to their other demands, the Crown has requested that the asylum granted to the former House of Distilleries be revoked. Ooh, and then a thing. That tells us quite a lot. Tells us the things, tells us that, and we can work out the border from that marker as well. Well, that's a sigil. Sweet, okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Now we have to deal with a load of red rooms, though. But that's enough information to be happy with this run already. Let's go this way. Oh, for Pete's sake. I assume I can't use the jackhammer on here. No. Can I go back to the workroom and dismantle it? I don't feel like I could. Oh, for Pete's sake. We just like the library now. Oh, for Pete's sake. So many red rooms. Oh, oh shit. Oh shit. One of you. You. Sweet one. Go this way. You. No. That's a thing. No, go this way. Don't want to use special keys. Ah. Oh, let's go back on ourselves, which we can do. We can go that way. I'm not going to have many steps by the end of this, but that's locked. I thought the stopwatch didn't let us... I thought we didn't have to pay for diamonds and stuff. Oh, we probably needed the amount of diamonds, but it wouldn't spend them. Okay. Mad little rush there. For probably no reason. Ooh, the clock tower. Okay. What time is it in the clock tower? Look, that says 1:30 as well, doesn't it? Yeah, I knew it. We've been playing a little bit, but I don't think it's one... I don't think it's time, is it? No. But we don't have a crazy amount of time to wait. So that's kind of cool. Alright, it's quite far away. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore. I know I read this recently, but carried by the westward winds, robed like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark days coming forth. Alright, I guess we'll just wait a minute and just see about this. What could happen at 1:30? I don't see anything that could really move and reveal itself. Maybe downstairs. Anything in the ceiling? Not particularly. If anything, I think that floor down there is going to move in some way. If something does reveal itself. But if it's a sanctum key, yes, we'll have the knowledge about it. I don't think we'll be able to get to the sanctum unless we do the weights room north there, which is a security locked door. But knowledge is key at that point. We know we'll know for sure what we're looking at. Like maybe this central circle lifts up and reveals a key or something. I don't know. Power to the clock tower. Maybe. There's some steps over there, which I just spent to go get them. Where was it? It was the weights room. Yeah, that is a locked door. Yeah. We don't have security, do we? Yep. Right, well, we'll make it a knowledge-based mission for now. Oh, music just died flat then as we went through the room. I don't know if we can get power to the clock tower, because it's got some... Oh. Why did it just sound different then? Yeah, it's got this sort of power system, which, again, we've seen downstairs in the basement. It doesn't have the classic sort of steam one that we've seen. I've just noticed that one's broken. In the same position, okay. Those two are working. 3 working. Yes, interesting. Maybe that cog moves forward, engages at 130? This might take a minute. My apologies. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Ray. Again, if I suspect it's the Sanctum key, if there is a reward up here, but I think again we'll be able to get it to the Sanctum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 outside, 10, 11, 12. Wow, we don't have much. I did see another apple somewhere while we were walking through. Where was that? That was in the... Where did I see that? I think if we go back to the garden and try some dig spots. Oh, right, the secret garden did spread fruit around the house, so... Hello, Velociraptor. You have a sub? Who did that to you? Probably... Oh no, I can still see it in my list. That was Tiger Lily who did that. Is aquarium locked? Where? Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I got the stopwatch thing, and I started doing a mad dash. So actually, this bit's not very explored at the minute. I'm just trying to figure out if we're going to have enough steps to get down to the Sanctum. If this is a Sanctum key that I suspect is in this little puzzle here. So I reckon I will go out towards the secret garden. Use the dig spots in the secret garden, because I don't think we did them. Maybe dig up a turnip or two, which then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outside, 8 down through the mine, 10, yeah, we can still probably, yeah. How long we got? Oh, we still got like an hour. Oh, hold on. Okay. I've just... Oh, dad jokes. Yeah, that's a good way to spend the time. I had... I can never think of them on the fly anymore because I've used so many of them on here. I gave my blind friend a cheese grater for their birthday. He said it's the most violent book he's ever read. So dumb. Yeah, I think we can get to the sanctum if we need to. Ah, okay. Approval. Well, time to leave. Oh, I was going to say, can Simon get over there and look at that crack in the wall? But Simon has no knees and can't climb the smallest step. Yeah, today I've been doing a little bit more towards my, for those who know, my second ever cosplay, which I did, I suppose, 80, a long time ago, a very long time ago. Hang on, I need to figure out how long now. How would I figure that out? I don't know how I'd figure that out without digging through pictures. But it must be over 15 years ago. I did a Naked Snake cosplay from Metal Gear Solid 3, and today I've been working on revamping just some of the little details that I had. And I've been making a little combat knife that he has on his chest. And yeah, it's gone well. It looks the part. It looks exactly, well, not exactly like his. I actually decided to do it slightly differently. But that's the thing with military like cosplays and things. No one really notices the smaller details. Some people don't even notice what character you are. They just see military person. So it's more details for me than it is for anyone else. Am I going to be a wolf? No. I, despite the jokes, am not a fairy. Oof. One time, they were not furry as so much, but there was me and the VIP Helen we were judging a cosplay competition, and someone came in as Manic the Hedgehog from Sonic Underground. So the green hedgehog, basically. But it was built like a furry, like, you know, full-on fursuit with a head like a mascot type thing. And my god, I've been in the nerd space for a long time. I've smelt some smelly nerds. This was unreal. They took off the head to talk to us, and I swear there was heat waves and body odor like a chimney out of it. Not like I'm hot and been sweating, it's I'm hot and been sweating and haven't bathed for 2 years. That's what that was. And there was 2 other judges with us, and they just, one of them is a Scottish chap who's very blunt, just sort of went nope and just walked away, and he just couldn't face it, so he just walked away. Then the next one dropped, and then I had to go, so unfortunately Helen had to deal with it. And the chap was obviously on the spectrum somewhere, as far as I could tell. But very nice. They were a very nice person, but I don't think any of us were ready to have that happen. So we couldn't just say like, no, you're disqualified because your own personal hygiene. But it's a smell I won't forget, and it was unfortunate. Oof, yeah. But yeah, fursuits and stuff, not for me. Like, I had, again, been in the nerd space a long time, done lots of conventions and things. There was a furry that came over to a table that I was at, and it's like talking to a mime, because they don't speak, because a lot of them just don't speak. That's their sort of, their persona is just the look, and they don't do the voice. So they were just doing this miming, pointing at things at the table, looking up at me expectantly, and I'm like, sorry, what do you need? And they just wouldn't break character to speak to me. They wouldn't take off their head. It was just lots of big movement, like pantomime miming, and, as you know, hands on the hips, shaking their head as if I'm the one being silly for not understanding them. And I was getting very irate, because it just felt like mockery at that point, even though they'd come up to the stall and just wouldn't talk to us like a normal human being. So in the end I just said, I can't help you, sorry. Oh dear. Fun times, huh? My only worry about doing this cosplay again is that my hairline isn't what it used to be from 20 years ago or 15 years ago. So my bandana for Snake obviously covers the entirety of his forehead and brows. That bandana might need to be quite broad these days. But we'll see how we get on. Again, a lot of people are quite forgiving in that space. Right, half an hour. Half an hour in game time. I still don't quite understand where... I guess it will interact with that clock here. I don't see how, unless it just moves forward. I don't think that's in... Oh yeah, they are meeting. So yeah, maybe that gear just moves up a bit. And activates something. There was another note about the clock tower and how a lot of post-it notes were needed to be sent up here for something. I'm surprised there isn't some sort of, you know, cog item out there for us to pick up and use. Okay. It's funny, because I've been doing conventions and, you know, Comic-Cons and stuff for so long, I've seen the change in, like, fads and styles and everything, to be honest. We started at a time where everyone was proud for their whatever they'd made, whether it was a corrugated cardboard armor set or a really shoddily sewn, you know, dress or something like that. And everyone would talk to everyone about how they made everything, because it was still quite niche. And then today, in contrast, it's almost expected of anyone that's dressing up or cosplaying to be perfect, and no one gives a shit about each other anymore. It's all Instagram and like content. Ugh, I hate the word content. Ugh, it's gross. Content implies that you're only doing it to fill a space, not because you enjoy it. Like, me Twitch streaming is not content. That's me playing a game and enjoying it. It would be content if I was just felt like I had to do it, and you know, did it almost begrudgingly. Yeah, you can still enjoy making the content, but there's definitely some sort of implied need to make it if you call it content, rather than just streaming or playing a game. Apologies, I am just sort of rambling now. Some ugly ass lights for a nice clock tower, because if this is seen from outside, people will be able to see these lights from these glass clocks. Right, almost there, almost there, almost there. Anything happening? I'm going to stay near the stairs and look at this clock here, so I can run down and have a look, just in case anything changes. Come on. It makes sense that there's a time puzzle in a clock tower. I just didn't like the clue in room 46 was... Anything happening? Ooh. Made me jump a bit. Sweet, okay. Didn't expect that, actually. Cheese it in case it shuts. Go, go, go. Ooh. Ah, of course, the staircase inside staircase. Sweet. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is why he needed so many post-it notes. Okay, so I can't remember. Each of the clocks should be set to a different time. 5 of the clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. Oh my god, okay. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. Well, that's a lie. This clock's neighbour should both be set to a time containing a 7. Oh god. This clock should not be set on the hour, ending in zeros. None of these clocks should be set to times that contain the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock. Here, but in reverse order. And then this one is handwritten, which makes it true? Question mark? I need to remember where we stand with these. The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. Oh god, okay. We're going to be here a while. Firstly, let's remind ourselves what we know about post-it notes. The first thing we saw about post-it notes was in the security room. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies unless written by hand. Cool. But then there was one other thing somewhere else, but I think that was very specific. That was in the photo room. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Okay, that was something else. We're only dealing with blue and red. Okay, so we'll just keep it as it is. Where to start? How do we act with... Oh god, okay. Oh god, there's so many times this could be... It could take a long time. Right. Each of the clocks should be set to a different time. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. This clock's neighbour should both be set to a time containing a 7. We don't need to even read these, do we? This clock should not be set on the hour, so this one should be set on the hour. I guess we're taking it, yeah. None of these clocks should be set on times that contain the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yes, you can help with this one. Because... Oh, you're coming... Okay, I think John's coming through. These clocks should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock. Here, but in reverse order. Same 3 numbers. But in reverse order. Hello. Have you already been... Okay, do you want to sit down?
It won't take long.
Are you sure?
Nope.
That's a famous last word. Hang on.
What do we know then? Let's go through the notes.
Okay. Each of the clocks should be set to a different time.
Yeah.
That's a basic overall rule. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour.
Yeah.
Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers, so that should be set to all the same number.
One.
Yeah.
All same number.
All same number, yeah.
Yep.
This clock's neighbours should both be set to a time containing a 7. So that means this one should all be 7s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that. This clock should not be set on the hour, so this should be on the hour. And it needs to contain a 7, so we already know that one, right? Because that would be on the hour will be 00. So it needs to be 0700. So So we know that one for sure. Why are you... Okay, hour. This is going to take a little while. Oh.
Oh no!
There's not even a backwards or forwards.
Ah!
Yeah, spam.
Slow it down. It's literally a minute at a time.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That one needs to be set on the hour.
we'll finish what we're doing. None of these clocks, as in the whole lot, I guess, should be set to a time that contains the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order.
Okay, what number is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7th, isn't it?
I'm sure there's going to be 8, isn't there?
Yeah,
1,
there's
2,
8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. That one's true because it's written by hand.
Yes.
So let's work where we were working, which was this one is 7, because this one says this clock's neighbours should be both be set to a time containing a 7. But this one has to be on the hour, so that means it needs to be 07. Yeah?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense, so we've got the start point.
So, because they go up in ascending order as well, and none of them can contain 1, 2, 3, 4, we can maybe roughly say that they might go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ish.
I guess so, yeah, roughly.
Maybe.
This clock's neighbours should both be set to a time containing 7.
Okay, so that one with the red note should be...
set this clock's to a time containing all different numbers. So that all needs to be same. So 7, 7. Wait.
But there is no 7, 7, 7.
No, so maybe we're also different numbers. Maybe it not necessarily means the opposite, but it doesn't need to be this.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Neighbours containing a 7. That's clearly the start point. We know this clock should not be set on the hour ending.
Yeah.
None of these clocks should be set to a time that contains numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse order. 3 numbers reverse order. These clocks are positioned so they go up in ascending order.
So if we just very roughly set them to like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
That doesn't achieve anything.
no.
You can assume that.
Well, we know that this one's definitely one of the 5 on the hour, so we have to go back from
Yeah.
this one.
This is the start point.
Yeah, that's the definite.
And because of that one, we know that it's a 7.
Yes.
Yes. This clock's neighbours should both be set to time containing a 7. So what's
So what did that 607?
this clock's time containing all different numbers? We can do 707.
But they have to go up in ascending order.
Yes. So how does that work then?
Oh yeah, because it can't be 607, because that is different ones. Oh, it does make you feel stupid, doesn't it?
Yep. And it's kind of less clues than the room 8 thing, so. Should we just try and do each one and make it obey what it's doing? Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Okay. 5 of these clocks should be set to ending on the hour.
So which one have we set to 7 o'clock?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
You keep thinking, I'm just gonna get a drink.
Okay. I might actually take my notes back into the other room and help from over there. And keep working.
Okay, I'll be right back. Just getting a drink. Okay. Personally, apart from that feeling like the start point, I don't really get it. Yeah. Yeah, well, that really can't be anything else apart from that. None of these clocks should be set to times that contain the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Ascending order. So we can't do 1, 2, 3, or 4. 5, 6, 7. So these lot here have to be within 5 or 6 in the between the hour 5 and 6, I guess. Five clocks ending on the hour. So these two, or these four, need to be between 5 and 6. 7, 8, 9. 5 of these clocks needs to be set ending on the hour. Time containing 3 different numbers. All different numbers. So what can we get between 5 and 6, which is 5:55, I guess? The last note again. The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. Doesn't necessarily which way. So if that has to set the clock to a time containing all different numbers. If we did it as all the same number. By 55. Oh. Which means this one would have to be, that's 7. This clock's neighbours should both be set to a time containing a 7. That goes... There isn't a... containing a 7. Containing a 7. I mean, it could be containing a 7 in that if the minutes and the... No. Like if it was a 4 and a 3, that's technically containing a 7. But I don't know how weird the game's going to be about it. Some places in the game it could be like, oh yes, you're very clever, that's exactly what we were looking for. A time ending on the hour. 5 of them. But it shouldn't have a... What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we just go... I don't know. Fuck's sake. Ooh. 5. Six. 7. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock, but in reverse order. If they're the same numbers, it wouldn't be reversed, would it? Same 3 numbers of another clock in reverse order. So that would have to be... reverse order. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock, but in reverse order. But needs to be higher than a 7. But not contain a 1, 2, 3 or 4. Where's my little white pad? There it is. God, I'm just too dumb for this game. Anyone got any thoughts? Anyone got any vague thoughts? Because I felt like this was a clear starting point. But I don't know. I just can't figure out 3. 007? Oh, what? Just... Yeah. Oh, that would be 12 technically. Does 12... It doesn't... Yeah, it's either 12 or it's nothing, so... It's not a 0, is it? My brain isn't this clever. I know, right? I feel you. Usually with these kind of things, there's sort of an obvious... Well, not an obvious. There's a start thing, which is like, you know, the one you can get, and you can usually work off that one. But it gets, a lot of these clues are very broad. Like, that's referring to every clock here. That's regarding 5 clocks here. Set the clock to time, name 3 different numbers. That's broad in what the answer could be. All different numbers. So, I mean, that could be that. But then it needed to have a 7 in it. So... all the same number. We can go through the notes on 3, 4, and 5 again. 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. So that is technically set this clock to a time containing all same numbers. Unless then this one is either clocks either side need to contain a 7. And then this one is, this clock should not be set to on the hour. So if we're taking that in opposite days, that needs to be a 7 and on the hour, which we've... so at least 2 have to be the same. There you go. Both should be set to a time containing a 7. And 7 can't be the middle digit, so it must be 707. I suppose that is a 7, yeah. But then this one has to be on the hour. But then that's, yeah, that's going against the ascending order. Unless it's the other way. Because it doesn't say which way to read them, does it? The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. I mean, we're only going left to right because we read left to right. Maybe it's actually right to left. They're still going up in an ascending order. But then you would say descending, maybe, or I don't know. Because that's only assuming that we read from left to right. Would anti-clockwise would be strange. I would assume it would be clockwise. Yeah. That's the thing. That's why that note froze me. The all clocks positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. God, I feel like Captain Hook and all the clocks going off around him. Oh, I'm just going to shut the window, it's got cold. Where's my buddy? My God. I need to make a buffering GIF for my channel. I find it really funny. Ending on the hour. Why does this one say ending on the hour, but then this one specify ending in 00? Why is that one specified? I'm trying to disprove this beginning bit, just in case we're working off the wrong This clock should not be set on the hour. This clock's neighbours should both be set to a time containing a 7. It has to be 7 o'clock. Hello. Oh, you have thoughts?
All I can think of is that we're going ascending from right to left, because otherwise I can't make sense of it. Because we were looking at the clocks in the clock tower from the back before, so we were watching it going anti-clockwise. So maybe that does mean we're going anti-clockwise around the room, possibly. So I saw it as 4 is telling us that its neighbours both have to contain a 7.
Yep.
5 has to be 7 o'clock.
Yep.
So that'd mean, because 7 can't be the middle digit, 3 has to be 707. So 4 would have to be 7.
Wait, slow down. 3 has to be 707 because it needs a 7 in it, right?
Yeah. And 7 can't be the middle digit because there's no, like, something 70 something.
Oh, right. And yeah, we're ascending the other way.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. So I guess we try it.
Oh.
And then that means that 4 has to be between the two. And I think it's 406.
Why, though?
Because so if we're starting ascending from right to left, I've roughly guessed that the furthest right clock is 5 o'clock.
This one? Why, though?
Because I've roughly started with this going from, like, it can't contain 1, 2, 3, 4, so I've started at 5, 6 on this side, because we know that 5 of them have to be on the hour as well. Oh my god, calm down, it's okay. It might not be right, but it's maybe 6 o'clock. Let's try it. And I think the next one is 607, because then that's the reverse of number 4, which I think is 706.
6. 7. I don't know what you're doing, basically. So then 7.
And then I think number 4 is 706.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then I think the last two on the left, they have to be on the hour, because
there's not enough on the hours.
We've got 3 on the hour so far, so these 2 would need to be on the hour as well. So it's either like 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12. So let's just try 8 and 9. No, try 9 and 10.
I guess.
I just can't find any other clues to it. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah. That was 1.
Yeah, well, we've gone all the way around.
Oh, like 1 at a time.
I mean, it could just be, what was it? 8 and 9 it started with, right?
Yeah, I thought it was 8 and 9. It's either 8 and 9 or 9 and 10.
Well, I mean, no, because nothing's saying they have to be an hour apart from each other either.
Oh, shit, yeah, it doesn't.
So it could just be, what was that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then that can go 9, and that goes up to 9. Then that goes, try those. Nope. And that goes to 10. Basically forcing a lock now. And then that goes to 11.
Be 12.
Can only be 12. Yeah.
Thought I had it, sorry.
No, yeah, no, I don't know where you're getting most of the information from, so...
No, so it's because we figured out 5 has to be 7.
We're pretty sure, yeah. So 5 has to be 7. So
Yeah.
where do you then jump off from there?
And I can't imagine 3 being anything but 707.
This set clock all contains all...
So it needs to have at least 2 numbers the same. And
At least 2 numbers the same. Oh, all different numbers, or...
so yeah, it needs to have at least 2 of the numbers being the same. 2 or 3 numbers the same.
Yeah. I guess.
And then this one tells us that both of its neighbours have to
7.
contain a 7. So that has to be 707. So that means we have to be working the other way. From right to left. Right?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So you were then playing off this clue, which is the ascending thing.
Yeah.
Because those have to go that way.
And then I narrowed it down, so number 4, between those 2 that we figured out,
Yeah.
has to be a time between the 2 of them. So it's either 706 or 705. And I wrote down both, because it can't be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
But I figured that one out by number 6 says that it is the same numbers as another one, but in reverse order. And if I'm assuming that...
So wait, we could... Yeah, carry on.
If I'm assuming that this one is 5, this one is 6, then this one has to be 60 something. It can't be 50 something. So that's why I figured that 4 is 706 and 6 is 607.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No.
I might be fully on the wrong thing.
No, it's kind of made sense, but you've also said that this one in the middle could be 2 different numbers, which means you then have to try everything else again.
Yeah, those are the only 2 I'm not sure on.
What makes this 706 rather than 705?
Because this one that I've written in my paper. So 5 of these have to be on the hour.
Yeah.
So we have to have a 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. We know we've got a 7 o'clock there. So we need something between the 2, which would have to be... It couldn't be 507, because that's too early. It'd have to be 607, which would make this one 706, because they're reverse.
Oh, right.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it wasn't arbitrary.
No.
Okay, I think you're onto it, but...
It's just, it doesn't make sense. I don't know, I don't think it makes full sense to be anti-clockwise, but the only reason I could think of for that is because we were viewing the other clocks from behind, at the top of the clock tower. But that one is... Go up in ascending order, it doesn't say which way.
No, it doesn't say which way, but then it sort of makes the word descending pointless, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you're right. So...
It's just those 2 that I don't know. We know that they have to be on the hour to so we have 5 clocks on the hour. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure out. Has anyone in chat done this? And am I on completely the wrong track?
Don't know who's here, so...
Biggie! Help! But like, does this make sense?
Kind of.
Yeah.
1, 2,
That's to do
3...
None to contain 1, 2, 3 people.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, I got something wrong. It's 7th that has to be. Oh, okay. It's the 7th one that has. Read that one.
This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers as another.
I wrote it down wrong. So, I think 6 is 6 o'clock. I think 7 is... so this must be 7:05, which would make that 5:07. Okay, try this.
Talk me through it.
So I thought...
So the starting point is the 7 o'clock. We know
Yeah.
that's 7.
I thought it was...
No. Just do it as if how you've worked it out.
Okay.
So that we know is 7 because of this clue here and that clue
Yes. And we know that the one on the other side of it also has to contain a 7.
there. Yep, so that is then 707.
Yeah, because it can't be a 7 as the middle digit.
So this one in between both of them then is 706.
Either 706 or 705, but now I think it's 705.
Okay, why?
Because I had written it down... Well, I I thought the 6th clock was the one that had to have the reverse digits of another, but it turns out it's the 7th clock that has to have the reverse digits of another, which means it has to go further down. It has to have a 5 in it, so that means that one must have to be 7:05 rather than 7:06, because it has to fit in before that one, which has to be on the hour.
What? Hang on. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock, but in reverse order.
Yeah.
So you want this one to be...
Yeah. I thought it was that one that said that, but it's not that one. I just realised.
Okay. So what should this be?
Which one's that?
7.
5:07, I think. I'm sweating. I should be working, man.
Yeah, 5:07. So then this clock is 5.
Yeah, I think so.
5:07, because it's mirroring the 7:05 that we got later on.
Yeah. And then 6.
6.
Because we're still going up in ascending order, but
It needs to be
it
on
needs to be
the
on
hour.
the hour, yeah. And that's next door to 7 o'clock, isn't it?
So yeah, because all the clues must pertain to the ones that have minutes in them. So
Yeah.
anything that doesn't get mentioned must be on the hour.
Yeah. I'm still unsure of the last ones in the sequence.
So
on the first
7,
one. Then 7:05.
then 7:07,
Yeah.
and then these two will be 8 and 9, maybe.
Maybe 8 or 9.
But we can
somewhere
muscle
going
those
in
on the hour. 8. Yeah. Okay, so I get you that the hours can only be certain ones, and the rest of them need to be clues for the ones with the minute hands on.
Yeah.
So 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 10.
Is there another? I'm going to read through the clues again.
12, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, don't know.
Yeah, it's just those last two I can't figure out.
Hang on, so 10, 7.
Have you definitely exhausted all possibilities with the furthest left two?
Yeah, I just went round. That one's on 11, that's on 12, if they both need to be on the hour. Sending order. It doesn't say where from, though. So, technically, we could do it from the 7 and go up in ascending order. It doesn't say where the beginning and the end is.
Yeah, what if we treat the room like a clock and that's like the 12 o'clock and we start from there and go around? Yeah.
So if we know that one's 7, does still keep these three are very tied closely together. So
But no, that wouldn't work. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have a whole stream here.
That was my guess. I'm gonna go
and
think
think.
some more.
Yeah.
And hopefully work.
No, it was sound logic. No, she's gone. It's just this ascending order thing, because obviously, as long as it goes continuously and to a point, the end point could be anywhere. We're just assuming it's a stairwell because that's what we're looking at. But this game's annoying and could just be like, oh, actually, this one's the first clock, and then it goes around that way and finishes at this clock. So if that... then you would have to be an 8. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock, but in reverse order. 708. So that would have to be there. Ugh. Getting driven slowly insane by the all the different clocks going off as well. Ending on the hour. I still don't know why it's you know, stating it here. So, if that one's 7, these two can be... We can't have 4s. We're going up in ascending order, traditionally ascending order. So we've got 5 and 6, because it can't be anything below a 4. So if we just start with here, it's 5 o'clock. Let's start fresh. So that's 5 o'clock. Somewhere between here and there is a 6 o'clock. 5 of these clocks should be on the hour here. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. Okay. This clock's neighbours should both be set to a 7. So if that's 5 and that's 7, that can be either 607 or 507, I guess. What does it? Because we could have like other 7s, I guess. We can kind of chunk it because that's got a, like the obvious 7 o'clock. Which ones are mentioned directly? Hang on, let me get my whiteboard. I need to... Because it'll be the ones that are mentioned directly that will probably have the minute hands in them. So, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The ones that I mentioned. Oh, hang on, just writing this out. Yeah, the ones that have specifics will be the specifics, because the clue about having so many as on the hour will be the ones on the hour. Each clock of these clocks should be set to a different time. 5 of these clocks should be set to the ending. That's a general. Set this clock to a time containing different numbers. What's this? Number 3. So 3. This clock's neighbor should both be set to a time containing 7. So that should be number 5 we know as well. And that is again 3. This clock should not be set to on the hour. Wait, I've done that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Neighbours should both be set to 7. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. Yep. View. None of these clocks should be set to. Yeah, that's a general rule. This clock should be set to a time. Which one are you? Your number. You think you've got it? Hang on.
I think there's technically a way to do it clockwise ascending.
Yeah.
So.
Hang on. I'm cooking.
Oh, you cooking? Oh, sorry. Sorry, chef.
So, if that one needs to be specific, but we know that's on the hour. So we know that that's 7, 5, 6. Then there's 3 clocks here that aren't mentioned, except this clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers as another clock put in reverse. Whatever, tell me then.
Okay, so I was hung up on the fact that this had to have a double 7 in it, but it doesn't have to have double 7. It could have a 7 as the last one, and the first 2 could be the same. And I was like, okay, the earliest we can start on is 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I got that far. We got 5.
Ignore this one for now, that's the last one I got.
Okay.
So I was like, what if... Because if that's 7, this has to be... And this has to have a 7 in it. This must be a 6 or 6 something. So I tried a 557 as a guess.
Yeah.
So then that'd have to be a 6, because then we could have 5.
So what's the middle one here is being 6?
I think so, to make us so we have 5 on the hour times.
Alright, 6.
Because I realised we can't have 10, 11, 12 because we got 1s in them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it has to be...
Wait, so if that one's our 7 o'clock, our start point, that's 6, so this is 5:57?
I think so, because then we have 2 the same and it still has a 7 in it.
5:57. So that would make this
so
one?
I think the first one is 5 o'clock.
Yep.
I'll get back to that one in a minute.
Okay.
So the one after 7 o'clock...
Yeah.
I think is 8 o'clock.
Yep.
And then ignore that. I think the one at the very, very end is 9 o'clock because we can't have a 10, 11 or 12.
Oh yes, because of the...
Yeah. So that means the last 2 remaining are...
9. Yep.
So the last 2 remaining are the ones that are 1 in from either end. And we know that this one has to be the reverse of another one.
Yep.
So I was like, these 2 must be the reverse of each other. So the only one it could possibly be, it has to be 8 something. It couldn't be 8. It couldn't be 508. It couldn't be 558 over here. Or it couldn't be 548 because it got have a 4 in it. And 58 wouldn't work because that's 57. So the only one is 0. So I think that one has to be 805 and that one has to be 508.
8:05. and 508, yeah?
Yeah. Please.
Oh.
Please.
Well done. I was getting there very slowly, but you got there a lot faster. Actually, I wasn't really getting there at all. I was still going like, how many of them need to be on the hour?
It was me getting strung up on the 777.
Oh, what? Yeah, the 7 and 7.
Yeah, I thought the 7 had to be the double, but yeah, it doesn't specify.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Well done.
After all that for just a really glorified boiler room. Not boiler room, what is it? It's the boiler room, isn't it? That just gives you a key.
Yeah, but that's the sanctum key.
Yeah, I know.
So we actually need to go use this rather than lose it like we did last.
Wait, have you got enough steps?
We can't get to the foundation, so we're going to have to go out through the mines. I reckon if I go to the garden and dig up, there's going to be at least one turnip or something in there, which will help us.
Are there some dig spots in the garden?
There's usually dig spots in the garden, and we've got extra dig spots. And we've got the jackhammer. That, and because we've got the secret garden, it did spread fruit, so even if we go there, do some digging, we can then walk through, and somewhere along here will be more fruit, I imagine.
Okay.
I think we've just got enough to do it anyway.
Which way would you go?
Oh, shit.
No.
No.
Is it every time you go through it?
Yes.
No.
So we'll go left here to the secret garden. Yeah.
The gymnasium and the weights room.
The weights room's already done its job. That's why we're in.
Does it only do it once?
Yeah.
And gymnasium just takes 2, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and there's look, see?
A banana. Doing a bench press.
Yeah.
Hench banana.
Through the archive. So, there you go. Look, we're doing fine.
Apple in the
We'll be
archives.
alright. I think we'll be alright. But it's only one step to go into here, and there's already dig
There must
spots.
be fruit in there, right?
Yeah. Except we're actually getting more rare things, so we're not getting turnips.
It's gonna get gems and keys and stuff.
Yeah, like
and you're
no,
like,
I just
stop
want a turnip.
turnip.
I'm gonna press this anyway.
Oh, I'm gonna go up.
Okay. Well done. Thank you. Nice. Again, I kind of wanted food, but that's fine. We can step back to the archive and south through the kennel. Oh, even more fruit. Yes, I think we'll be okay. Into the Great Hall. Then passageway. Workshop entrance hall. Passageway. Workshop. No fruit. Entrance hall. No fruit. Then we should be able to get down here. I just don't know how many rooms the basement is split up into. We'll just have to try it. I don't know if it's quicker to take the lift. Is it quicker to take the lift, or is it quicker to go there? Hang on. Where's that go to exactly? That goes to the basement. Hang on, where's my map? So the lift... No. Yeah, the lift takes us down here. And then we have to come... into the corridor. Whereas the basement goes into the basement, so that's 1 step. That's 2 step. Then 3. Yeah, I think the cave's quicker through the basement. God, we've got like... We ain't got much. I just don't know how the sanctum corridor is split up. So this bit's another step. Then is this another step in here? Or is this... Okay, that's not another step. That's good. Oh, I think we just made it. I don't think I'll get into the sanctum room. Oh, is this another step though? I'm not sure I can actually step into the room that we opened. The one I want to open though is this one, because we saw a scrap of that in the archive, didn't we? I think that's actually the next one we can do. Although we could also do that one, which is probably trying to be the same thing as that one. Let's open this one. But I think if I step in, it ends the day. Nope. Okay, so you, if I remember correctly, you had like a little starry thing. That one. Ah. That one. And then your outer... No, I need the lines, which are that one. Oh, shit. Too far. It was... that one. And then that only leaves the outer, which we could technically guess. Because there's only one left. Or we could go look at the kids' homework, because that also told us the colours of some of the things. 2 out of 12. Oh, so it's not red. 10 out of 12, likely to be purple. 9 out of 12 has it as green. 10 out of 12 has it as orange. Or was it orange, green, or purple? And then the few notes that we do have, orange, green, or purple, are not there in the books. Books are books. Orange, green, or purple. Orange, green, or purple. Orange is the green is not there. Purple is not there. Oh no, green's there. So either the lines or the triangles, or violet, I suppose. Okay. Oh, fuck's sake. Press the wrong one. That should be yellow. Nope. That one's black, we know that. I mean, at the moment, this is still quite a guess that we're doing here. I think we've gone around in circles now. So. Okay. Well, maybe we come back to this. Because I can't remember what we looked at. Because that's in this pod. Hey, Red. Do I have the right middle one? The emblems. Oh shit, there's configurations of it as well. Didn't have a configuration on the notes we saw. It was just like, here's the lines, here's the thing, here's the thing. It didn't say what order they were in. We desperately need the book from the library to help us out. Yeah. Alright, well, at least it's unlocked. So, that's good for us. I do need to actually sort out some sort of food now, though. So, we'll call it a day with our next step. I could already have most of these open by now. We'll call it a day, and I'll go get some food, because I've got high diving this evening, so I don't want to leave it too late to eat. In fact, it's already getting a bit close. It's already 6:30. Oh yeah, it's already too late for me to eat. Wow, we spent a long time in a clock tower. Exciting streaming event. 1 hour and 50 to almost 2 hours in a clock tower. Okay, save and quit. Let's see if anyone's about to stream or send you on to. If you would indulge me. Is anyone about? It's a bit early still. We'll call it there. Alright, chaps. Thursday tomorrow, so... see you then. I'll do some more, probably blueprints, but I'll need to actually endeavour to update my notes. Because I think I haven't done the last 3 streams, so... but yeah, we'll do that, and maybe I'll do Holdfast. Maybe I'll stream Holdfast. It's been a while. Right, love and peace, chaps. I'll catch you later.